find what is mine. As the elusive king of jazz makes paths with disruptive hands and eyes so spun out like Kayla's truths and handouts. We have mad schemes that make sad mouths. You see, I am rooster turned like some patronized youth with germs. Riddle till I learn your walks, talks, thoughts, conditional terms. See, understand it's a struggle, but money ain't the only thing that you can gain till you got that swing. Allow me to lean while you kiss my ring. What it is to be jock in this game.
Yes, yes, yes. 1, 2. Can everybody hear us? 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2. Yeah. Unit 1 sessions live stream with Michel Bardini. Kicking off in about 5 minutes.
Figure pneumatic out of this world and a galactic. Me and these rhythms like a kitten smitten with catnip. Figures and anaphylactic. Cause I'm quick with these witticisms and hit them like a militant battery. My heart beats hip hop and blood channels. It glows like a rocky uranium when the atoms split. Sassy assassin with thorn cell alpha pit. My tongue is a gun. My brain is an ammo clip.
Dorothy. Seek profit, cook style, eat off it. Think unique, ties squeak, jewels bling. Defy critique, high peaks, calm sweets. She said I'm too deep, then she fell asleep. How that llama repeat sound hella sweet. Gorgeous dashing, waves crashing, mind elastics, smooth action. The Cadillacs was back then. You may need to get in the trunk or in the wind. Lost friends, floss for them lost gems. Often it's thought that I'm lost in. Weighing out what all this chance taking's costing. Sliding corner by more law enforcement. Feeling like I'm riding with the 4 horsemen.
Ask me a question. Huh? Yeah. Let's see what happens, man. Good evening, everybody. If anybody's watching. Not bothered if they're not. Just doing it for the purposes. Hey. What was he putting on? The big track? The big opener? About 5 minutes on that, mate. You've got to go now. You've got to begin, mate. Can you check this stream? Yeah, it's working. Hey! Now this is a classic. Freemasons mix, baby. One of my favourite house tracks of all time, baby.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look and listen. Yeah, we can hear the music, but they can't hear it coming out of the.
It's loud, this mic, isn't it?
We can't hear our voices coming out the speaker, so.
Yeah, that's alright.
Sorted. So obviously, if people comment in this, we can reply to them and that sort of thing. So if anyone
I'll
asks
get
any
views,
questions,
yeah.
get views, get ragged live on TV.
Brilliant.
I'm here with Michel Bardini.
Good evening, sir.
Would you like to reveal your real name, or would you like to keep it hush? Keep it hush.
Anyone who watches this knows my real name, to be fair.
So there you go. We'll keep that hush.
Stay humble.
Stay humble, sir. So,
Not
Michel
too many
Bardini.
inside jokes, fella.
Not too
Come
many
on.
today. So what are you here for this evening, apart from this little video?
So tonight we're working on a song called Dream About You. We've already released Keep On Moving. A lot of people have heard that and like it.
Make sure you check that out.
So
That's on Spotify. What other platforms is it on?
You co-produced that with me. And, well, that's on everything.
Apple Music and that?
Everything. I mean, there's hundreds of them now, isn't there? So
Yeah. Is it on Deezer and that sort of thing?
It's on Deezer, it's on YouTube Music,
So
whatever
you've got
it's
no
called.
excuse to not listen to it.
It's on just
There you
YouTube
go.
if you haven't got any streaming thing.
Yeah.
So if it's completely free there. Dream About You is the next tune we're working on. I've got an instrumental down, just got a vocalist. Chloe's coming in tonight to put the vocals on it.
Chloe Conroy, that is.
Yeah, Chloe Conroy.
Shout out.
Good local vocalist that I've been in touch with. I wanted to do a track with her for a while after hearing her voice,
Yeah.
so she's coming in. And after that, we'll just be chopping up the vocals, working on that, and then hopefully by the end of the month we can have that out as well. So it's just churning out material at the minute, just trying to get us, because it's something
been
I
a
love
grind for
doing.
you, hasn't it?
Love
That's
doing
it.
it.
It's,
Yeah, so get a kick out of
For
it.
those that don't know, me and Michelle used to be in a band back in the day, and didn't speak for a long time, and there's been a bit of a resurgence, hasn't there?
Yes,
And we've
yes.
both found a mutual love
Things
for
happen, don't they? You get
That's
busy
it.
with things, and
life
but,
gets in the way.
But yeah, I used to be in bands, and that. I mean, that was just when I started getting into music. I was never into music until about 13, and then
And for the
you
viewers,
and a few lads at school was starting a band, and I
Yeah.
felt left out, so I pretended I could play bass. went to practice, couldn't play bass. It was pretty obvious, but then my dad bought me one. I practiced every night and just got into it. It's weird.
Went from there.
Because people always say, like, you know, you're born with a passion for things
Yeah.
like that, especially something like music or whatever. But nah, it was literally just totally.
Is that
did
what
it
kicked it off then?
social conformity
Yeah.
led to music.
I think you were saying to me that tabs got you a bit more into bass.
Yeah, tabs easier to read. For
Easy
me.
to read and
Yeah,
just
I
start
can't
learning
read
tunes
music.
and-
I've never had a lesson, so
Yeah.
I've never done it by the rule book. I've just
all
played.
the
Do you know what I mean?
classically trained, as they say.
Yeah, but you can be classically trained and then get too into that, like you know,
too
the
theory head
ins
on
and the
you.
outs of it, and never actually make anything. Whereas,
Yeah.
I mean, so like then I've always loved house music, dance music. So I've always.
When did you first-
After being in a few bands, I always wanted to make stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
When did you first sort of get into house music, or hear about house music, or even hear your first house music?
well, it's
song?
probably
Was any
built
family
into my
members that-
mind just from when I was younger, and my sister would play all the old Ministry of Sound
See, the
CDs
compilation
and all
CDs
the
and-
Pasha club classics.
Now,
and all.
now that's what I call sort of stuff. Or
Oh no, that's
no,
too
none of that.
mainstream.
Too
But like all
mainstream.
the house stuff, and
yeah,
I always loved it. So
underground.
it's like songs like this that I'd have heard years ago, and it took. Do you know when like you just type in lyrics into YouTube to try and find
Yeah.
these songs, and
Yeah.
eventually you do it. So. But
So-
yeah, I was in a few bands and stuff. Then I sort of like you've always done production. You're really good at it. So I always wanted to learn that, but just
That's it. It
never got
started
around
up as a
to it.
side thing, and it's now become my main thing. I mean, how did you start getting into production or beat making? In a
So I
sense?
downloaded a free version of Fruity Loops for FL Studio,
Just like the trial version.
which
and
is
stuff,
just
yeah.
it's another production program you make beats on. So I downloaded that. Don't know why I chose that one, but I did. Just made a few beats and
Did you
stuff.
gel with it pretty well then? Did
Nah,
you
it's,
pick up well with
it's
it, or was it a hard
I've
start?
always been. I mean, I always used to struggle with writing songs and coming up with hooks and things, which now is a lot easier. But I just it was easy to make drum beats, so I'd get the drum beat in, and then I've always been alright at putting a bass line together.
Yeah.
But
That's it, it's rhythm
for
and
sort
feel,
of,
isn't
I
it?
remember that late 2017 started making a few beats, and even got in touch with Chloe, who was coming in tonight to sing.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to do a track and that. And then actually it took 2 years to actually sort of
Materialise.
actually make
Yeah.
tunes properly with you.
Mm.
Do you know
Was
what I
this
mean?
while you was at uni? Did you say making these tunes and that sort of thing on FL?
Yeah, just on the side. So
Yeah.
like these songs that they keep on moving. The beat for that was made. The beat for that and the beat for
Yeah. Where did Keep on
Dream
Moving
About You,
originate?
they were written 2 years ago.
Right. I understand that Keep on Moving. It came from Dream About You, didn't it? It's sort of, it's
Yeah,
like it's
we tried to
sub-child.
sort of
Yeah.
tried to jam it all into one song.
Two songs
but
came from one song, didn't it? It just got too.
it was
funky.
too much going on in
Yeah.
one song. It was like going in two directions, so I split it in half. So I basically took the beat for Keep On the piano beat and all that. We had that, and then you basically set a mic up, and I started just messing about, singing,
Vibing on
trying
the
to
mic,
sing,
yeah.
just doing whatever. And Keep On Moving came in my head and that bit, so
Yeah.
that was just off the cuff.
That's when it took on a bigger thing than itself, didn't it? It became
Yeah.
2 songs, and that's when you wanted to start pursuing Keep On Moving more, didn't you? Because it was a bit of a new avenue. I think coming from using FL to me using Ableton and stuff, it was a bit of like a different.
Yeah,
shift,
FL, I
wasn't it?
just struggled.
Wasn't
I
it?
mean, I
Yeah.
could make a beat, but making it sound professional and something that's going to be on Spotify and
Yeah.
good quality, it's really hard. I mean, so that's why
That's not to say
I'm
they
glad
can't
I
make
got
good
back
beats
in
in
touch
FL,
with you
but
and
yeah.
have been able to, you've been able to co-produce and help me out.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'll write the song, make the idea, bring it in, and then transfer it from my program into your program, and then
Go from there,
Yeah,
really,
and then-
and it just materialise.
then
Yeah.
you've got a song. So, but no, it's just it's a passion of mine. It's
How do you
just
get
a
your
hobby,
inspiration
really.
for your
Do you know
tunes?
what I
Do you
mean?
just sit at home and it pops into your head, or do you go out for a walk, or
Well, as
You
I
like to
say,
travel
the
quite a
song
bit,
that
don't
I've
you?
actually brought out, I do a lot of travelling, but that's I have wrote songs travelling, but
Yeah.
nothing major. I mean, Keep
Yeah.
On Moving and This Dream About You. As I say, I wrote the beat and the lyrics for them 2 years ago.
yeah,
And I've got another one that I wrote 2 years ago that will probably be the next one that I do, because they're all good tracks and they've got good pianos and stuff like that. And that's my main thing, really, piano house. So think you'll always have a piano in a Michel Bardini song. do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Would you say that's if you was to put yourself in a genre? Not that I like to do that, but what would
House
you
is
say
too
you are?
broad though,
House.
innit? But yeah, it's
Would
pure
you say
house.
that your umbrella term is just house or electronic music or?
Yeah, I mean, you can say electronic as well because I
Yeah.
mean, there's elements of trance in this. Dream
Yeah,
About You.
there is.
Dream About You's less housey than.
It's a bit more
It's
progressive.
going to be
isn't it?
less housey than Keep On Moving. It's a bit more deep house slash
Is it minimal?
trancey.
Would you say? Would you say it's minimal or like minimal house type of thing? Or?
Minimal house? Never heard that one.
Haven't you?
No.
Yeah.
I mean,
minimal house
if it
gets a
means
bit into
what,
the techno realm.
oh no, I don't want to get. I don't really. I'm not
Rate
really a
techno,
fan of
yeah.
techno
Yeah.
music.
It's a bit more fall to the floor minimal house. It plays quite obviously heavily on loops and stuff. But yeah, no. So
yeah, I
piano
mean,
house you would
Yeah,
say is your
pure
main.
piano house is what I've always loved.
Call
and
Game
what-
1
it's what
preset.
gets me. It's what just feel good stuff. I mean, Dream About You is a bit. It's still a vibey track, but it's not as vibey as Keep On Moving. you know.
Would you say keep on?
It's a
Moving's
bit more like
funky and
deeper
stuff?
meaning.
Yeah.
It's a bit more like it brings in different
Tries to
feelings.
take you
brings in
somewhere, yeah.
It's some, you know.
I think you said to me that Keep On Moving's quite like a road trip type of tune.
But then
like,
Dream
yeah,
About
yeah.
You could be in the same way,
In the
but it's a
same-
bit more
yeah,
of a
in the same
not
basket,
as
yeah.
bit more of a deeper thinking,
Deeper
sort of
meaning
track.
to the song, yeah.
Because that's what I mean. That's why I say it's a bit more trancey. Because if I'm on a plane or traveling or whatever, I listen to some of the old trance songs and they make you think. I don't know. It just makes you feel like
Take you somewhere.
It takes you somewhere else. Do you know what I mean?
Elevates your
It's-
experience.
Just makes you feel, like the atmospheric sound and just stuff about it. Yeah, but really, as I say, just glad to be just doing my
Actually
hobby, doing a
making tunes
passion.
now,
Yeah, because
yeah.
for 2 years it's.
We've all
that's
been
same-
stuck in there, yeah.
You can. It's the same with anything in life. You can buy all the gear. I bought all the gear and then sat around for 2 years. You can just say you want to do something.
That's it. The gear doesn't
like,
change.
you know,
It's
and
about the
then-
drive and the line.
It's like, man, then the thing in my head, bucket list thing was just, just finally finish one of these songs
Yeah.
properly, make it sound professional, and then I
get
did
it out on
So
these
even-
platforms where people listen to
don't
it. Yeah.
care about being, getting it real popular, famous. Literally just making that track, and then
What would you say?
some-
you
a lot
just
of
try to
people-
make an impact on people with your music then?
I just try and just make
Do you
songs.
just do it for fun or
yeah,
do you do it
I do
for-
it for fun. I
your own
enjoy
enjoyment
it.
and-
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
And people have got in touch with me, said they like the song. I've tried to push it, locally as much
It has
as
been
I could.
gaining quite a bit of traction.
A lot of people like it.
To say it's like your first tune is, it's done pretty well. Just through word of mouth,
done all right. I mean, it's had
friends
no
and that, yeah.
outside
No-
promotion or
no
anything.
funding, no background
Literally
thing,
just
yeah.
me, word of mouth. Be sat on the train and be like, "Do you like house music?" I see a guy on a
Yeah,
Spotify.
you mentioned, yeah.
I say, "Look, if you like house music, have a listen to this."
That's it. That's it.
So
Yeah.
I just
I think that's the nature of the genre as well. There's quite a lot of, I would say, like electronic music and stuff. It's very electronic and house music and stuff. It's quite community driven. It's all about feelings and vibes and friends passing on things. And obviously, a lot of that stuff started out in like warehouses and stuff. Like
But I
trance
do
and that
think
sort
there's a
of
lot, in terms of what you hear in the main anyway, I think there's a less, less sort of keep on moving sound.
thing. Yeah, it's
like
not
that classic sort of piano house.
feel good type of thing. Yeah,
It's gone a bit more techno-y,
minimal. Yeah,
deep. I mean, they say deep house, but it's, do you know what I mean? That sort of techno-y sound, and like if you go out in a club or whatever, you won't hear much sort of, classic.
it's really
sort of
groovy
David
the track as well, isn't it? Yeah,
You won't hear many. It's a lot more sort of bassline driven than sort of piano. Stuff
leading. Yeah,
leading. Yeah. Whereas I always, it's the first thing I'll do is.
What's the first thing you do? Get up a piano, or what? Is that your starting instrument?
Yeah, piano.
What you would say, yeah.
It's
That's
gotta
where
be.
all tracks stem from Michelle.
If I think about, I mean, well now it's different music in Ableton because it's all laid out differently and it's.
Yeah.
Whereas with FL, but no, that's what I'd do. I'd set up a simple beat, just kick, clap, some hats, whatever.
Yeah.
It's really basic. And then I'd literally just got me MIDI keyboard.
MPK, yeah.
Literally just have a jam about on that. Or, well, I'm getting a little bit better at keyboard piano, but
Yeah.
years ago, 2 years ago when I wrote this song. Just sort of did it on the computer. You just click the notes in on the screen.
Quantized it in, sort of thing.
Yeah, didn't even
Piano
quantize it. I don't
right.
think. Don't need to. You just click it all in.
Click it in.
So that's the thing. Like, you don't even have to be able to play piano, play any instrument
Yeah.
to be able to make like tunes.
Do you prefer actually playing things in, or do you prefer
I'm a total
like, piano
split
roll?
down the middle, I think, mate.
Yeah.
I know you're more play it in,
Yeah.
but like
Sometimes it's more play it in.
it gets a
sometimes
bit with
it's
my
more-
OCDs, you know, like when you're putting drums in and it's a bit off and that. I know
Yeah.
you can quantize it. I'm still getting
Yeah,
better at
yeah.
it, but drums, I will always put in
MIDI.
MIDI. Keyboards probably 50-50.
Yeah, because we've experimented a
Keep
bit
on
with my
moving.
synths,
Had a
haven't we?
real
Yeah.
bass guitar in, so obviously I've played bass a lot of years now, so I put
Long
that in.
time.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
played the bass in, and then what else was there in it? Strings, obviously MIDI.
Yeah, a little bit of that was.
So-
Was that all just plug-in, or was that synth as well? Was it a bit of XP10? I can't quite remember. Oh
It
no,
would've been.
that was the Spitfire Audio thing, wasn't
So
it?
yeah, like
The
even
strings,
it, it's like you're playing it in, but sort of you're playing the strings in on a keyboard. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you basically put the notes in on the keyboard. Same with the with the drums, you did that. But
Yeah.
because I don't have all this equipment in, well, not my studio, but just in my bedroom where my speakers and my
Yeah.
computer, the little MIDI keyboard is where all this stuff goes.
Do you
in.
find it easier just having a minimal setup
Yeah, I'm a minimal person in terms of gear anyway.
in life?
Just in
yeah,
life,
yeah.
I don't like having
In
a lot of
general,
gear,
yeah.
and I like to just think, right, if one day I had to move out of this house, could I do it?
Yeah, yeah. Up, up sticks and go.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's me. So,
A few not personal belongings, but few material belongings. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I just have what I need, and so I'll always need.
Bare
I'll always need
essentials, yeah,
monitors. I'll always need a computer. I'll always need
Headphones.
headphones,
yeah.
an
One MIDI
audio
keyboard,
interface,
whatever. Yeah, yeah.
and maybe.
Mic stand.
And if you know, you don't even need a guitar
Never
really, do you? So
Some guitar
I
plugins
could
nowadays,
survive
anyway.
with that. I could survive with that. I mean, I would like to have a bigger MIDI keyboard,
Yeah.
but you know.
Yeah. Where would you say the name Michel Bardini came from? Is it what inspired that?
So, sort of boiler room sessions. Sort of, you see some of the names on there. It's all
Ricardo
sort of
Villalobos.
yeah, and sort of Simone Liberali, all these funky names, and
So you thought,
thing is,
right,
they're actually
yeah.
like from these countries like Italy and that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I just thought, right, I need a funky name. I don't just want to use my actual name. I always like this, you know.
Do you try and embody that name in the music then? Do you think that it gives off like that name
Yeah, I
is
think
related to
it-
the music? Like, ooh, it sounds funky and
Yeah,
spicy.
yeah, that's what I
and-
mean. Like Michel Bardini, it just rolls off the tongue. It sounds
really does.
funky, doesn't it? So, Bardini came from FIFA. You know, I got a player called Bardini. He's not actually a real player, but yeah, he came on my team, and I thought, well, that sounds all right.
Bardini.
And then Michel,
French,
with one L,
did you
just
say?
just to make sure it's a bloke's name, not Michel.
Yeah, like,
For a
hi
bit.
Michel.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, so I'm a bloke. Yeah, I promise.
yeah. Yeah, there you go. Gender reveal live.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so that's where it came from. Was that at uni that you came? While you was at uni, that you came up with that name,
it
or
was just.
was it before?
I don't even know, mate. It just came out one day.
Popped into your head one day. Yeah.
Came out one day, and yeah, it's good.
Did
I'm
the
happy
boiler
with
room
it.
sessions inspire you musically? Not just your name. There's watching guys on there do their live sets
I've not
and
watched
stuff.
too much of it really. I've
Yeah.
watched the odd thing, and I thought I get the vibe from it. Do you know what I mean? Like all this sort of funky house, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's a cool vibe that you get from it. But literally, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh, it helped me out. With my
Yeah,
music.
yeah, yeah.
Literally, it's really basic what I do. I just go in my room on my laptop and
It all stems from just ideas that
you know, I
comes
just
into your head. Yeah.
mess about with things and write little hooks. That's one thing I've got better at, writing little
Yeah,
hooks
lyric
and
wise,
little
like.
lyrics and little things
Do
like
they
that.
just come
Like,
to
they're
you,
just-
or
they're
do you
just
try and
easy
write stuff
now.
out and pick the best? Or
Well, I wouldn't say just write lyrics like a poem and then try and make a song out of it, because
Yeah.
I've got notepads full of lyrics, but the notepads full of words, but they don't mean anything until
Yeah.
you've got a tune or a hook or whatever you want to call it. So I'll try and probably make the little hook first, the little
Yeah.
tune, and then put the words
it'll
to
go
it.
from there.
Then
Yeah.
fill in the gaps, sort of thing, because then
Mm.
you've got your little spaces that you need to put words in that match that.
Yeah.
And obviously with house, you don't need to write a ton of lyrics anyway.
Yeah.
Because I'm good at writing sort of chorus hooks, but if it comes to a verse, I'm not very good at writing a verse sort of thing. That's
So you would say more sort of just like get one good hook and then like loop it type of thing. Is that your
get
approach?
some hooks
Yeah.
in, maybe a little versey bit. That's a good tune.
Yeah, it is.
Just no, let on the keep on moving. It was even though the things are fun,
Yeah,
and I just
yeah, yeah.
repeated that, but I changed the second sentence, the second line. So yeah, just pretty simple like that. That's the thing with house; it's meant to be repetitive and easy on the ear.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there's
Do you listen to your own music when you're on the go, sort of thing?
no.
Not at all.
Nah.
No.
You listen to it that many times when you're mixing it and you're making it.
So it's almost annoying.
By the time
for
it's
to-
out, you
yeah.
just want other people to have a listen and enjoy it, and then you're working on another song straight away.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's just how it is. And
Yeah.
but if you played it, I'd still go, "Oh, this is a good song." It's not like
yeah.
I'm not like I don't.
Not like,
hate
oh,
it.
yeah, I know there's a lot of people who make music and there's like, oh, I can't listen to my own music because I don't like it, or...
Oh no,
I
like, it's a
find-
good.
yeah, like you shouldn't be making
Nah,
music if you don't like it, really.
Yeah,
It's
no,
that simple as.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's things you like more than others, but the thing is, you might make something you don't really like, but you can tell there's a lot of people out there that'll like it because there's always someone that'll like a song, isn't there?
Yeah.
So
Would you say you're trying to target a certain type of person or a certain genre head already? Like old school house, like vinyl people, or are you just literally trying to grow your own fan base? By like you said, it's
don't
hard
even
to
think about this.
it's
mate.
hard to find a sound like you said. Like it's hard to find a sound like Keep On Moving, just out and about, isn't it? Like in the club and stuff.
Yeah.
So are you trying to? Would you think you're going to end up gaining your own following from making the tunes that you're like trying to
I'll be
trying
lucky,
to make
mate.
a resurgence?
Be
in-
lucky if I get a
yeah.
following. No, I'm just.
Do you think piano house is a bit dead at the moment, or not as big as it should be? Or
I think it's still.
it's still there.
There's still a lot of tracks, piano house tracks that come out and get popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, but I don't think they get as popular as some of the stuff that you might hear in
Yeah.
the charts and that. Do you know what I mean? But because I don't know. I don't really know. what
It's a
I would
tricky
say.
one, really. And it's
Yeah, no, but it's
piano
still,
house
it's
is almost
still
like
there.
a formula. Like I
Still
think
there.
in piano house, like you said, as long as it's
I
got
just
some
don't think
groove of
people
piano,
appreciate it as much as they might have done before.
back in the day. Yeah.
Just, do you know what I mean? Because it's you have to really be into it, don't you?
Music changes. It's pop is what's popular. Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's all exposure. I mean, do you know what I mean? You could put a lot of songs in the charts, people would love
Yeah.
it. Do you know what I mean? It's just all exposure and marketing and promotion and whatever.
Yeah. Up until now, have you done any live sets at all, or any
No.
performances? No.
No.
Are you planning to?
Can't really.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I can't really because I'm moving away. But once I move away in that country,
Would you like to try and get one in before you leave?
well, I think I had an offer for one, but I'm off travelling for a week, so I can't now. But yeah, it would have been good to do that. But,
So you're sort of just going to put stuff out.
but no,
through
I mean,
these veins
we've
at the
only been
moment,
doing
yeah.
this. I mean,
seriously for like the past.
September we probably
few
started
months, yeah,
properly, and then we released Keep On Moving end of October. So, until you've got a decent amount of material out, because I don't have any DJ equipment, so it wouldn't be a DJ set. It'd be able
Like
to,
able to
it'd
live
have to
set.
be able to live set playing our own stuff because I'd need you with me for
Like
the
a
equipment.
controller.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah, with the push.
it'd
yeah.
have to be me and you doing it, but yeah, that's what I mean. Just get more material out, and then you've got more to play with live, haven't you?
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
but obviously, if I was still staying here, like in
whole,
England or even England in general, I'd try and do more live stuff. Like, I mean, I lived in Leeds as well, so I've got contacts. I know people who do DJ in there and stuff. So I mean, I'd probably have a few options, but
Yeah.
now wherever I am, I will try and do some live stuff.
Yeah. So with this shift that's going to happen in your life pretty soon, we won't disclose any information, but are you going to carry on producing music? And
Yeah,
so
probably.
where you're moving, you're going to try and do some live sets there?
Now my aim is to just get this Dream About You song done, get this out end of this month,
Yeah.
and then I'll be moving, and then it'll be for at least January. I don't think there'll be any music stuff in January.
It's a big change in it.
And then I think if I, I'll have my laptop and a pair of headphones and an interface.
a lot more minimal than even
Won't have-
now, yeah.
Won't have much, so it'll literally be. But then we're gonna put another song that's got it's nearly there. That could be out.
Yeah.
We could do that by January or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
You never know, you may end up even doing some of your own sort of internet live stream stuff.
but
in terms of
definitely
sets,
want to
yeah,
get
yeah.
some DJ equipment. Definitely get to grips with that, and at
Yeah.
least be able to,
Like tracks,
you know,
or
not even
something,
be
yeah,
like
yeah.
world class amazing. Just be able to play live.
Synchronise
Just
your
do enough
tunes
to
and
be
yeah,
able
yeah.
to
Have enough
just
live material.
just enough to be able
Put
to
together
do
a
a
full
live
set.
set, because that's how you get your name and your tunes out there,
Yeah.
isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It's normally a producer making a song and then a bigger DJ playing it live, and then people are like, oh, hold on, what was that?
Yeah, yeah,
Do you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? So that's how it works,
That's
isn't
it. I've got a few mates who have sent their tunes to DJs, and then they've got pretty big from just the DJs playing it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it's done, really. So, no pressure. Yeah, just
So going into the new year, have you got any plans for any music videos or anything like that, or little shorts to go with the songs, or
no. I've not thought about music videos. Don't really
not that far
don't
yet?
really care about that.
Yeah.
I don't think. I mean, I think that's more of a thing for bands, and
Yeah.
in my head anyway.
Yeah.
But house music, nah, just get the tunes out, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
That's your attitude and approach at the moment, just knocking tunes out,
yeah,
building up.
yeah.
that.
Just build up
Yeah.
your
Just a set of bangers,
material
really, yeah.
and your tunes, yeah. You know, because there's only so long. You know, you release one song, people are aware of you,
Yeah.
and they at least acknowledge you, and
Yeah.
they think, oh, that's a good song. But then you do it a few more times, it's like, you know, it builds up credibility and your value.
Gets you out there, grows your
Yeah.
audience, and
Yeah, exactly. So
you never know, there may be a resurgence of piano house even more.
even more. I mean,
All thanks to Michelle,
I
yeah.
still think it's. There's people out there who still, you know, there's a lot of people who still love it. I mean,
Yeah. Is there any artists you would say you sound like, or would like to sound like, or inspire your music, or any that you go for, or are you just trying to just cover the genre, piano house?
Yeah, I mean,
Like
my
Freemasons
favourite
or-
stuff really. Yeah, I mean, sort of 90s and then mid 2000s stuff. So I'd say a lot of like Head Candy stuff. But,
Yeah.
You know, like Soul Central and Freemasons and Stonebridge and a lot. I love
Yeah.
a lot of that stuff. Listen to a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Listen to a lot of 90s. You know, David Morales.
A certain
and things
era,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And then you've got people like Weiss and
Yeah,
Vice, whatever, Martin Eakin, things like that.
Yeah. It's a big
Because
crowd.
there's new songs out now, like you know, that are really good. That is like piano house style. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much for giving us your time.
it's all right.
having a
Unit 1
chat.
sessions.
And after this,
There's
we're
more
gonna
to
go and
come.
Absolutely grind on
Yeah,
on this
so
track.
vocalist is arriving soon, and then we'll crack on.
We're on a time scale.
Yeah, and then Dream About You. I mean, after this, it'll just be mixing.
When are we
sort of
expecting
getting it
this? Is,
together.
is there a set date for Dream About You?
Nah,
or
mate, I mean,
Are you just going to tease the people
I'd
with
be
it?
very
or?
happy if release it end of
By
this
the end of
month.
this
Do you know what I
month,
mean?
yeah.
And then it's another track and see what people think about that one. So yeah, just very chilled
Brilliant.
about it all. Yeah.
So expect more from Michel
But yeah,
Bardini.
cheers,
yeah.
mate.
Thank you for tuning
Unit
in.
1 sessions, yeah.
Unit 1 sessions.
Keep on moving.
Keep on moving, baby.
See you later, brother.